What's going on, guys? My name is Wilkes Adiology Figueroa from iTech Audio Studios. Just wanted to show you a quick tutorial on the brand new Clearmountain 8068 plugin. It is modeled after the legendary Neve 8068 console or power station, and it was used to make records for groups like Chic, David Bowie, and Bruce Springsteen. If you allow me a few minutes, I'd like to give you a quick run through and show you how I use this plugin inside my mixes. Check it out. All right, so right here you see the brand new Clearmountain 8068 plugin, and like I was saying before, it is emulating the Neve 8068 console at Power Station Studios. It has two modes here. We have the line input, which emulates the line input of the console, and then we have the mic input. Now the difference is here is that naturally, as soon as the signal comes through this plugin is going to color the signal at some level. The mic input is going to add a little bit more or saturation and distortion, so you got to be careful the way that you use this. For this example right now, I have this plugin added to my drum bus because I just want to do a quick coloring. Let's just play the drums here so we can hear what's happening here. Okay, and real simple. Right now I have it set to the line in. I can actually turn this signal higher here if I want to, right? Trim it, the input that's coming into the console. And I can use the EQ section to kind of customize the way that this sounds, right? So right from here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little punch. Let's try 220. Just a little punch there. I want to clean up here a little bit of the hi-hat right here, around 1.6 kilohertz, and then I'm going to add a little brightness here just to make it shine just a little bit more. So that sounds really good, right? And it's hitting, right? If I want to turn this up, I can, but I like the way that it sounds. Now, let me just show you in retrospect what would happen if I was to customize this and change this to the mic input, right? Automatically, you're going to notice that the auto gain is active because it only works in mic input mode. And when I turn this up, you're going to hear a lot more saturation and distortion, which is not what I'm looking for this, but that's what that does, and I'll show you some cool ways to add it to the vocals and so forth. So I got my drums hitting here. I like the way that they're sounding. Everything is feeling really good, right? And what I'm going to do next is I'm going to move on to the bass, right? I'm going to add the same plugin here. Right? I'm just going to make a copy by option dragging. And I'm going to just reset this to the factory default. And we know what the bass frequencies are, man. You know. So we're going to do a little boost, a little bit higher here. Let's try, before we get to one, a lot of the subsection here. Ooh, it's hitting. And the name of the song is Drown in My Sins by an artist called Sydney Millevoi from Jersey. Alright, let's jump to the keys here. I already have the plugin here. And for this, I want a little saturation, so I'm going to change the mode to mic. When you're in mic mode, the plugin does this auto gain function that activates. Now you can still, manipulate your gain stage by using the output fader here. But for this, I'm going to cut a little bit of more frequency here and a little saturation. Move this to around 1.2. And let's play that. Quickly just adding coloring to this mix. Obviously, everything was done in a positive way. The recording is a great recording, so it sounds pretty good. All I'm doing is enhancing this recording by using this legendary console, right? And this is something that typically, this There's a lot of plugins out there that make things sound a little too digital for me, and this is why I like what's happening here. All right, let's move to the acoustic guitars. Ooh, which sound really good, right? And for these acoustic guitars, there are some presets here that you can mess with. You know, not a lot, but there's some here that if you wanted to incorporate, you can do it, or you can save your own presets as part of this. I'm just gonna go from the top of my head and see how I want to shape this guitar. So I want to leave some room for the bass, right? So I'm gonna cut a little bit of this here. Okay. But I'm gonna do a little bit around 110 here. Give it a little shine here. Let's go a little high frequency. And now that guitar is cutting, does that make sense? This is so much fun. I'm doing this in a quick matter. I got some electric guitars, and guess what I'm gonna do with this? I'm gonna exaggerate the mic impact of the distortion. And if you notice, there's an off section here as you get midway through this mic knob here, right? And it turns off, but it's just to give you a little bit of decibels, some more gain that you can input if you really wanted to do some harsh effects, right? Check this out. I'm gonna jump to the bridge of this section because that's when the line is this. It's like this. This is a lot cleaner. Sounds really good. And what I'm going to do quickly now, I'm going to jump to the vocals. And I already have the Apogee Clearmountain plugin. And before I get started with this, right, I'm just going to show you. I added an Apogee compressor here, right, just to balance the mod comp, just to kind of balance that vocal here in the beginning.
If I died today, would you follow me to the next life? Where both the rings on your chain would bear the...
And what I'm going to do with the plugin here, the 8068, is really just shape the tone. I'm going to do line mode because even though it seems like it's the cleaner of the two, it's still adding, you know, some harmonics in there based on the console's design. Listen.
If I died today, would you follow me to the next life? Where both the rings on your chain would bear the weight of what's left to say.
I'm gonna cut a little 160.
All the things we'd never say.
This is a bell curve
Yeah.
EQ that it uses.
I don't have to think twice, dreaming about a day when you'd make me your wife.
Hear that?
With my heart I won't
So I use
fight,
the
switching
mic
lanes,
input.
finding ways for the pain to resign. In this place,
It's very distorted.
to leave your face. I love you till my dying
This isn't a
day.
line.
You're so tempting. Don't tell me that you want me, 'cause I can feel the way you hold me. I drown in
And of
my...
course, you may want to use a de-esser or EQ to control some of that sibilance, but for this example, I'm just showing you what the plugin is doing for me here, right? So I can roll off a little bit of the high frequencies here by using this cut here, low pass filter. Let's listen with the music.
If I died today, would you follow me to the next life? Where both the rings on your chain would bear the weight of what's left to say.
And I'm gonna add some reverb, bring it to life.
All the things we'd never say. Yeah. I don't have to think twice. Dream about a day when you'd make me your wife. With my heart I won't fight. Switching lanes, better ways for the pain to resign. In this place where my hands would never have to leave your face. I love you till my dying day. You're so tempting. Don't tell me that you want me.
Using these cool tools. You know, this is just a quick tutorial for you guys. But invest in these tools, because now we're doing a lot of analog modeling, and it gives us the ability to have right in our DAW access to a legendary sound based on the legendary mixing engineer Bob Clearmountain. Thank you for tuning in, and make sure that you guys support and purchase the plugin by going to apogeedigital.com. Take care. Let's ride out.
If I died today, would you follow me to the next life? We're both